So when it comes to a golf swing, what am I looking at? Well, I'm basically looking at three basic circles. So we've got all these forces that we talk about, the magic behind a golf swing. So momentum, acceleration, gravity, inertia, centripetal force. Those are all combined with these three circles I'm going to talk about. So I'm watching circles and how they react or how they are in sync with each other or out of sync. So what are the three circles that we're looking at? Okay, one is the circle of the club head. So if you watch this club, as it goes back, it basically swings in a circle, or if you want to be technical, it's an oblong or an oblique. It's not a perfect circle, but anyway, so it goes back and it swings down through the ball and around. So it's making a circle. My hands are making another circle. Now they're not in the same circle. There's only a couple of points in time when the club head and my hands are in the same circle relative to what you're looking at. So my hands are swinging in a circle, and then my body is also moving in a circle. So it's getting these circles so that they complement each other and they match out, so that as you're moving, the forces in each one of those circles build up to give you the most amount of speed with the least amount of effort and the most consistency. Now, if your grip's on there correctly and you create these circles, the club face will square itself. And the circles then start to be your golf swing. So it's perpetual motion. It isn't static. So when they talk about the top of your swing or this position or that position, it's okay to talk about those, but what actually creates them? It's these circles of force that actually create everything that's going on in your golf swing. So once you understand those circles, all you're trying to do is you've got the club swinging in one circle, your hand swinging in another, and it's how do those circles match out? And when you get those circles where they match out, then with very little effort, you can hit the ball a long ways, because those circles allow all of the forces we talked about, the magic, to do their job. You get both of those in your court, it's going to be pretty hard to hit the ball too far offline. So once you understand the circles and you understand how these forces work and you start working on these circles and how you put them together rather than individual positions, you start to become a much better player, because now you can feel the motion of what you're creating rather than the positions. See, positions are static. Positions don't create a swing. Motion creates a swing. And motion also creates the positions, if you use it right, that you're looking for all the time. And it becomes much easier to do and athletic, and it's how we've learned everything. This is called a walk-away drill. Now, why this is important, and this has been kind of, I hate to say one of my drills, but when I watch people, one of the biggest problems people have in this game is when they swing, they go back and they're constantly moving up and into the ball. They talk about early extension, they talk about all kinds of things. One of the biggest reasons you do that is because you're not really aware of what you're supposed to be doing with your body. It's supposed to be offsetting the momentum of the club. So as the club's swinging out, you need to be pushing away from the outward momentum of the club. We talk about that in the invisible swing and how these forces offset each other to make this swing look balanced. So what we're going to do here, we're going to set up when you've got this first ball, you're going to hit it, but then you have to walk back to hit the next one. So you're constantly walking backwards away from the ball. Now, for those of you who fight going this way, this is the double black diamond run relative to drills, because as soon as you hit the first one, you're going to want to throw your hips forward. So I get set up to the first one. I get outside it, so I make a swing, then I walk back, then I walk back, then I walk back, then I walk back. So I'm constantly moving away from the ball. Now, that is a tremendous drill, and so many people need that, because then you start to feel the club's going here and you've got to walk backwards. You're not going to let yourself go forward. So the task of hit a ball and get back to the next one, you have to start pushing your hips back and away from the ball. Now, it looks easy. I can promise you, most of you, you'll hit the first ball and you have no chance of getting back to the next one because you've already moved forward. So this is an advanced drill, but you should be able to do it. If your body moves correctly and it reacts to the weight of the club and it does what it's supposed to do to accelerate the club, which is move away from the club like you do a baseball bat or a tennis racket, this shouldn't be that hard. If you move up and into it, this is going to force you to feel what it feels like to be constantly moving away from the outward momentum of the club. Great drill, can be difficult. You learn how to do it, you're going to be amazed what it does for your swing. Hi, I'm Mike Malaska. Go to malaskagolf.com to take a look at the M system. This is the most important part of the site because it's a process. It goes skill number one, task number one, and it takes you through the golf swing rather than randomly being out there trying to put it together, which virtually hardly anybody figures that one out. So make sure you go to malaskagolf.com, sign up so you can see how to really build your game the right way so you don't ever lose it again.